The 2-minute weekly message preview this week at the non-denominational New Hope Olympia is: what do you do when your world is falling apart? This past year, the San Diego Padres faithful have continued to sing the team's twin theme songs, Keep on Believing and Keep the Faith. They have realized there is tremendous power when you keep believing and keeping the faith. However, the original Keep on Believing and Keep the Faith encouragement does not come from the Padres or baseball, it comes from this great story from Jesus. The purpose of the story Jesus tells is shared in Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. Have you ever felt like your world is falling apart? Have you ever faced a problem that you knew was impossible to solve? Have you ever felt overwhelmed like this was it there was no way out, you were going under? For example, has a doctor ever shared the results of medical tests that confirmed the presence of cancer or some other grave illness and the prognosis he gave was guarded at best? As you walked out of his office, you felt a wave of despair and thought, I'm not going to make it. This is the end. Or perhaps you're like millions of people who have felt their marriage had reached a dead end. The intimacy is gone, and the fights and tension are so bad you know it will not last. In your mind, the situation is impossible to resolve you. You're sure the next thing you'll do with your spouse is seeing a lawyer. Maybe your dead-end experience concerns your finances. The bills keep growing and growing, and you think there's no way out, you're headed for the shame of bankruptcy. Or maybe it's child-rearing that has made you feel this way. You used to have a great relationship with your son or daughter, but when they hit adolescence, things changed. Now, all you do is fight, and your relationship has gone down the tube. You feel like quitting. Perhaps you feel this way about work. Your boss and coworkers make your days miserable. It's so bad it even affects your life outside the office. And you don't see how it could ever get better. It's a dead end that you can't avoid. If any of the above situations describe your life now or in the past, if you have faced an impossible problem, even now facing a hopeless, impossible situation, you feel like your world is falling apart. Shouldn't you pray first? In his weekend message, Pastor Del shares what God will do for us when we pray first. His practical and positive message is taken from Acts chapter 5 and verse 12. Folks, these principles will work when you feel like your world is falling apart if we will work them.